Hey guys, welcome to another awesome movie review with Alice TV. And yes, the movie I'll be reviewing today, even me, I enjoyed it. Like, I so much enjoyed this movie. Okay, this movie is directed by Odunlade Adekola, yes, and the title is Ipo Agbara. Okay, so Ipo Agbara was written and produced by Lukman Jimo, yes, and then it was directed by Odunlade Adekola. I'm trying to think that Odunlade Adekola is actually a very good movie director because this movie is actually lit. Honestly, you can find it on YouTube on Apata TV. Yes, on YouTube. Thank you. So, okay, the storyline is about a guy who wanted to become Oba. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's say you went out or where you are listening to news, so maybe somebody is just say to bury ọba luwa ọba le Yoruba ni, let's say ká sọ pé bí Òṣogbo, and then you know Òṣogbo is a core Yoruba land, then I say okay orúkọ ọba wa is Emeka Adeyinka Okafor Wadwike. You'll be like, excuse me, take that back. You say what? Like tó ń sọ kí ló wí? Emeka Ile Yoruba. How come? That is what this movie is all about. Yes. So before I continue, do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Like, click on it already. Subscribe to my TV channel. Like this video. Share with your friends and family. And also, do not forget to drop your comment in the comment section. Thank you. So now, back to Ipo Agbara. You see, Ipo Agbara actually features Odunlade Adekola himself. We have Peju Ogunmola. We have Olaya Igwe, some people know him as Ebumoloye. Then we have Arugba and Kayode Akindino and other great actors and actresses in this movie. So now, I think for the movie, the storyline is very, very nice. It's very great. I wouldn't lie to you about that. In fact, I love this movie so much. I won't call this movie a low budget movie. No, I won't call it a low budget movie because they really, really surpassed my expectations for this Yoruba YouTube movies. Yes, I won't lie to you. Odunlade really did a great job with the direction of this movie. Like, Uncle really, really, really tried. The fact that we actually know that, okay, Ile Yoruba ni the name of the town is Ibeoja, and then they wanted to Joba. Now, look at this thing, you Oloye, you chiefs, you already know that this woman got married to an Igbo man. And you already know that she bore a son for the Igbo man. And you know that her son is an Igbo boy. And then you now went to meet her. Wípé kó fa èèyàn sílẹ̀ because obìnrin ò lè jọba ìlú yẹn. Okay. Fine. Ta lẹ fẹ́ kó fà sílẹ̀? Ọmọ ẹ̀, of course. They not tell you that ọmọ ẹ̀ should come and joba. People are now lagidi. Anyways, that's just the summary of the movie. And the movie is actually nice. One thing I love about this movie so much is the fact that they were consistent with the movie. There were no loose ends. None of these scenes is useless. Everything is just great. Like, all the scenes are very, very useful. I like the fact that like they were showing us, okay, what is going on, what's happening, blah blah blah. Ti Okafor fi padà jọba. Like, hello. So now let's talk about the good things of this movie. The first thing about this movie for me is the costuming and makeup. Like, oh my goodness. Oh no, what's the film? Like, you will know that, okay, ìlú be like àwọn olóyè yẹn lówó now, àwọn olú ọba àtijọ́ tó máa ń lówó ilé. Like the way they were changing clothes, the way they were changing beads, I was like, it's not a small thing, Olaya is just giving us back to back. That man had bad mouth, I swear. It was just giving us back to back, the clothes and everything, and it was so nice. It was like a change in something, if you get what I'm trying to say. And then the sound from the beginning to the end of the movie, I don't think I have any reason to like increase the volume at a point or decrease the volume at a point. It was just on point. And the moment I was like, Eduro, people you come and watch it, so they can actually do something this awesome, like compared to the standards that we see on YouTube. They really, really tried, honestly. And aside the sounding, okay, another thing I love about this movie is the way they arranged the plotting and the scenes. Okay, we understand that Peju Ogunmola wanted her son to become the king by fire by thunder. Nibo, Emilo yeyi kan omo mi lo de ma joba. And those was like, how will Emeka she my job? And then we go out, they will say, yeah, introduce your king. We will not say Emeka, and they'll be looking at you like, excuse me, what's going on here? Yeah, that is it. And then we know that Peju Ogunmola has a brother, Tiye no fe joba. Like, they showed us how the guy was lobbying up and down amongst the chiefs, going from one place to another just because of a job, which is actually relatable. Everybody would actually run around to hold a very powerful position. Yes. And then we understand that, okay, Amoloye, they were totally against that. How come? Like, except Otun, that's a Boloye. Oh my goodness, that guy really killed his role. Okay, let me just continue. And then they now move to the scene where Peju Ogunmola, she went back to her Egbe Olugbeja. I want to ask one question, please. How did the Yoruba movie makers know that in Egbe Aje that they usually have uniform, and it's dudu and pupa that they used to wear? How did they know? Please, if you know, let me know. Thank you. Okay, as I was saying, so she went to the Egbe Olugbeja that she belongs to, that and ipe won lomo won le joba. And also say like come o ye ko joba looto because ko ṣe pure Yoruba. Okay, fine. But don't worry, Egbe ni we go do am for you. And they did it for her. She sacrificed something that she did not tell her son. So, and then they didn't even bother to show us how the coronation went, they didn't waste time at all. Boom, they just jumped into the palace. Odunlade ti jọba, inú àwọn olóyè ti yọ sí, in the juju worked. So he has become king, do this, do that. But unfortunately, there was something that the mama dropped. Baba cannot do again. Yeah, like he cannot. He's not active again. He like his thing did not rise up again. Yeah, that was what the mother sacrificed so that her son can become the king of the town. Like, it's Kobabo dying now. And then the wife was showing him hell in that house, like, guy, you. Okay, that's just it. Anyways, and those are the good parts for me. I love everything about this movie. They really tried in this movie. And then for me, for the bad parts, I would say is the subtitling. Yes, I've always had issues with subtitling with Yoruba movie producers. I don't understand it. Maybe they are not usually patient enough while editing these movies and while adding the subtitles, because these mistakes are obvious mistakes anybody can make. I understand they already changed from, they don't try to interpret our proverbs again. They don't even try all these ashanyoro, all these owe, they don't even try to interpret them again. But you see the obvious ones, they still make the mistake, and really they need to step up their games, honestly. So that's just it for me. And for the ugly part, the only mistake they made was the fact that they didn't tell us that Odunlade grew up in the Yoruba land, like he understands Yoruba purely. For him to be telling the Oloyes that Ende, Ende is a local dialect, not Edide. If you had said Edide now, I guess that was the mistake they made. And well, that means he grew up in his hometown. Maybe the mother left the father. We don't know the backstory, and that's just it for me. So now the next thing I'll be talking about are the casting for this movie. For me, there is no mistake with the casting. Everyone is so perfect for their role. From Peju Ogunmola, who was the mother, to Odunlade Adekola. Odunlade Adekola has this, the body, the charisma of a leader. I guess that's why in most movies we see him acting as Olori Kini Kon Oba, stuff like that. He has the body, he has the charisma, and of course, the acting was perfect for him. And yes, you have Beboloye. Like that's my favorite actor in this particular movie, Ipo Agbara. Like, oh goodness, kilo de. Baba say, moruko eni, okafo. It's really so I like the man. The man really tried in this movie. And then we have Arugba. Yeah, Arugba killed her role. All these, obìnrin tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀dùn. You know the ẹ̀tọ́ I'm talking about. So obìnrin tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀dùn, and then she was so angry about it. Like, guy, do something. You're not doing so. I love her acting, no doubt about that. And yes, I love other actors too. Everybody really did a great job. The rest of the chiefs, the a brother to Peju Ogunmola. Like, what you the film we or no about. But if you've not seen this movie, I'll suggest you go and watch this movie because this movie has part 2. And even me myself, I can't guess what is going to happen in part 2. But I know that what is going to happen in part 2 will be disastrous because the wife see Binuton because she wants to go and look for a solution. Even although I don't know what the solution she's trying to look for. Like, I'm so expecting the part 2 and I can't wait for the part 2. I pray they don't disappoint us because Yoruba movies they know how to disappoint you when you're expecting so when you have these high expectations for part 2. They will just come and do pew pew pew. But hopefully they don't do that. So I like this movie. If you've not seen it, go ahead and watch this movie. Now let me rate this movie. If I'm going to rate this movie, the fact that the costuming is nice, their dressing, the makeup, the sounding, the plot, the storyline, everything about this movie is almost perfect. Okay, except for the subtitling and the fact that they didn't let us know that Odunlade actually grew up in the Yoruba land and understands Yoruba, even the local Yoruba very well. Okay, aside those two things, I'll be rating them 8/10. So go ahead and watch this movie. I promise you, you will enjoy it. You will definitely enjoy it. So after watching it, come back and drop your comments in the comment section, or if you've seen it before, let me know what you think about this movie. Alright, so till I see you some other time, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. I know you love seeing my face. Yes, click on the subscribe button, like this video as well. Thank you and see you some other time. Bye.